This video is going to be a demonstration of how to set up an account for Practice Lab and an Access Practice Lab. And so I'm going to go into my browser, Chrome. I have it linked. There's Practice Lab. I'll go to Practice Lab. And what will appear first is this Access screen. And down here it's asking for a password. This is generic. It's the same for everyone. It's in all capital letters, Train Pro Web. So TrainProweb, all in capitals. Log in, and it sends me now to the sign-in screen for Practice Lab. Now, if I had an account, I'd just sign in, and we'll do that in a minute. But if I don't have an account, I create an account, and that's what you'll need to do. So I'm going to create an account. It's going to open up this window. Now, I've already keyed in for the AARP portal a fictitious email, so I'm going to use the same one, paulsmith@gmail.com. It's asking for confirmation. And it says it's available. If you key in yours and it says not available, it means that either you set up an account already or somebody uses your email. Username, you can use whatever you want. I'll call it the Smiths. Password has to be a minimum of 15 characters they want strong. Has to be lowercase, at least one lowercase character, one uppercase character, a number, and then you can use a special character as well. So I'm going to create one. And I have to confirm it. I've done that. It's right. Then you click in program type. It says please select. You just click in that box. It'll open up selection options. There's AARP Tax-Aide. That's what you want. Site identification number. Don't put anything into that box. You don't need to. Security questions. It's asking you for a security question. What's your pet's name? What's your first car? Answer the security, provide the security question, provide the answer, and then create your account. I'm not going to create the account. I'm going to go into my existing account, which you will do once you've set this up. This is as simple as it is in terms of setting up an account. So I'm going to go back out, go to Practice Lab. Remember, this was after we keyed in that first screen, Train Pro Web, all in capitals. This is the screen that was displayed. So now I can sign in. I'm going to use that is my username and my actual password. And if I've keyed them incorrectly, Practice Lab opens up. Now, there's some modules. We won't look at these today, but there are some modules in here. But to get directly to Practice Lab, there's a Go to Practice Area button. I'm going to click that. And now we're in Practice Lab. This is the actual Tax Slayer software. We're in there. Notice 2023 tax program. The 2024 software has not been loaded yet. So the most current year is 2023. It'll come up to 2023. By the way, up here at the top where it says change tax year, right now there are 2 years. We can do returns for 2023 in the practice area and 2022. So if I wanted to go to 2022, I just select 2022, and then notice it's now saying start new 2022 or search for one. I'll change back to the most current year, 2023. By the way, during the season, there'll probably be about 5 years up here that you can go back to, that we could go back to. So now we're in. If we wanted to generate a new return, we could click anywhere on here. We don't have to select over here. We can hit anywhere within this box, and it'll start a new return. So I'm going to click in the box, and there's the way we start a return. The way we do it is to enter the security number, Social Security number for the taxpayer. If it's a joint return, one's the taxpayer, one's the spouse, this is the taxpayer. So we'd key in the Social Security number information, and then we'd confirm that. So we key it in twice to make sure, and then we would click Start Return. That's what's going to open a return. Once you've done this, once you've generated a return with the Social Security numbers, there will be a return out there. If it's not if you keyed in the Social Security number incorrectly, then it'll stay out there. We can hide them, if you will, but they can't be deleted once they're created. So be very careful when you key in the Social Security numbers. Now, I have a bunch of them that have been created. If I want to go and search those and find a specific one, I can do Client Search. And there are ones that exist that I have. Now, this is my sandbox, if you will. These are my returns. I can do anything I want out here. No one else is looking at this. And you'll have your own sandbox as well. We don't share them. So when we create Social Security numbers for Jane Smith, let's say, and they're all the same, they're all being generated in separate sandboxes. So don't worry about that. You're not sharing space with anybody. So here are the returns. I'm not going to, well, let's just open one. If I wanted to open one, I would say select over here. It would open up Jane Smith's return. I'm going to come in just a little bit in another demo and go through this, how to walk through Practice Lab. But for now, just to say that's how you would open it up. Save and exit up here. I want to get out. Yep, I want to get out. And I'm back to the screen for Practice Lab. So again, start a new return, Client Search. You're in Practice Lab. You want to leave Practice Lab. There's a logout button. Ready to go? I'm ready to go. That's it. We're back out. That's how you set up an account, and we'd ask you to please do so for Practice Lab, and then use that account to gain access. So try that out and let us know if you're having any issues setting up an account or accessing the Practice Lab.